Hey guys, Jason the X here for SCNS Live, the super cool nerd show, back with a toy review. And this is one I'm very happy to bring you guys. This was a grail piece of mine. I used to have the DX version of this, and it was unfortunately brought to demise by a young goddaughter a couple, a little while ago, but it's okay because last year I picked this up. It was a grail piece of mine. This is the GX68 Soul of Chogokin, King of Braves, Gao Gaigar! And I am so happy to finally do this review. I'm going to admit, right now, shout out to Vangelis, who has a really great review of this that is way better than anything that I'm going to put out. But trust me, this review is put out of love because I'm so happy to have this set. It's so good. I'm a big fan of the Gao Gaigar cartoon. I watched it a while ago, and I just love the uniqueness of this robot, so I'm happy to do this review. So let me go ahead and get the guys out of here. Roll in there. We'll introduce all of them. But first, we have to get to this massive box that it comes in. Look at this. Look at this fantastic box art. You've got Gao Gaigar right there. You've got, the Gaigar, Gallion, Drill Gao, Liner Gao, Stealth Gao over there. This is, of course, Tamashii Nation's Bandai. But let's just look at that art. Look at that beautiful mecha right there. Great box art. You got the green from when he just zoomed in on his crotch. Like when they do it in the series. When well, that's the G crystal back there, the one that's in his forehead. I'm pointing. It's that G crystal that's in his forehead. Let me maybe move my light up a little bit. On top, you've got Gao Gaigar with his dividing driver. I love this thing. On the side, you've got some Gao Gaigar art there. The King of Braves. I'm sure that the King of Braves. I don't know what that says. I don't read that stuff. Of course, you got some of the individual machines there. Stealth Gao, Gallion, Liner Gao, and Drill Gao. And on the back, just all of the things that this boy can do. I mean, you've got his line and the robot mode. Up here you got where the helmet comes down. I hate how they put that kind of out of order. Liner Gao going in, dividing driver, different hand options, stance. You can do heaven and hell. There we go. This thing is just fantastic. And it comes on a nice styrofoam tray. Most of the Soul of Chogokin stuff comes on that nice styrofoam with a cardboard top. Also, you get this nice manual with it. Got that same artwork of Gao Gaigar with his fist spread. Some stuff in writings that I cannot read. Looks very good. Just going through it. All the stuff you can do. Kind of the same artwork you saw on the outside of the box. Very good instructions with this. I would definitely say use the instructions. It also comes with a tool, which I could not find. It's just a little white spudger. Goes into the transformation sequence. All that the stands can do. The different configurations. Yeah, I plan on getting some more of this Soul of Chogokin stuff. But let's go ahead and bring in the individual units themselves, starting with Drill Gao. And I love this thing. Got the clear translucent plastic up top for the windows up here. Very nice fingerprint magnet sides here. The back, these are his feet, and the front of the feet, this is all one die-cast block. Boy, he stands firmly. And you got these treads on the bottom, and you're like, where are the wheels? Because those are like, fake treads. No, sir. These will turn individually, and they turn very, very well. The drill bits will spin as well. There's a little bit of die cast on the... Is that die cast or is that plastic? I can't tell. I think that's just plastic up here. I thought they were like die cast tips, but you'd think I'd know that by now. And the main thing that you're going to do with this is just split it in half so they can act as the big boxing gloves or drill gloves. I love doing this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and separate that. Just get a look at it. You have a little little tab that flips down, a couple connection points, and just slap it together and just roll it across things. It's not gonna roll very well on this table. I should have put a tablecloth down or something, but yeah. So we're just gonna leave it split apart because we will be using it a bit later on. And with these guys, I always say just follow the instructions when you get them. Anytime you're dealing with Soul of Chogokin stuff. Here is Liner Gal, and there's not much to say here. It is a bullet train. Very nice translucent cockpit. You can see seats inside. Very nice touches of gold along here. You got the windows, doors, middle. You do have a little turning point. That's about all it can turn though. On the other side is pretty much the same. Underneath, that is where his arms are, and the arms, the upper arms, they are all die cast in here. Well, a lot of it's die cast. We'll get to that. And the section in the middle, excuse me, you actually have die cast joints for when these become his shoulders. Nice, clickety, very smooth ratchet. Got two sets of wheels here on each end of the train. The weird thing is it has these that look like wheels here, but they're not. And honestly, those can, I guess there's enough clearance where they won't touch the table. Yeah, they don't. They don't touch. You can see these wheels are a little bit bigger than these. So yeah, it can roll a little bit better than the drill Gao. Go ahead and get that off to the side. Now we're going to bring in the Stealth Gao, and it comes with a very nice stand that you can use. This stand's actually going to have a couple of configurations during the transformation sequence. When this one attaches to the Gallion, or the Gaogaigar, sorry, it attaches the backpack, and there's actually a stand that goes with that that you'll interchange with this piece. I believe it's that piece. Let me actually look, because the instructions are very good. But anyway, as you can see, it does have that translucent cockpit as well. You can see seats inside of there. I love this black on here. The vents will open up more for when Gaogaigar is doing his heaven and hell. These will open up. But hey, you can pretend they're VTOL engines. These will also angle up and down. Ailerons. You have the big engines right up here, and these are where his fists are being held. And these have a really cool feature. As you can see, there's also some translucent plastic up there for the left arm of Gallion, and or Gaogaigar. And there's the mane that attaches to the chest. And as far as this stand, I mean, it connects right there with that piece. And inside here is the other parts of Gaogaigar. But with this stand, we can just pop this, I say pop this off. It's a little stiff, and I don't want to break it. Okay, good, it's not a clip. So we can put this one on here for when we attach it to Gallion, like so. So that's going to help it stay up when it's connected to his back. And we will go through that, but I'm going to put this over here for now. Let's bring the star in. Let's bring Gallion. And he is a very, very nice kitty. Just look at this gold used on the face. I love the green eyes. Got this plastic bit up here. This part of the mane folds down. And he's got quite a bit of die cast in him as well. As you can see, these little hinges where his paws and hands are, those are die cast. You got these, they'll flip up and get out of the way. I mean, you can clearly see this is a robot pretending to be a lion. This part flaps, this flap comes up. You got a posable joint there that goes down. These flaps will actually move individually. I'm kind of going through the articulation while I'm showing this because I can. You see that moves. It moves on this joint, moves there, and then this even moves too. So all of these are independent of each other, which I think is really cool because he kind of does that rocket boost thing, I think. And it's been a while since I watched the cartoon. These are chunks of die cast right here. The feet have some die cast in them too. Nice gold on the claws. I really like that. Mouth, of course, can open wide to bite you. Like the silver on the teeth. This is a good, solid mecha right here. And he transforms, which is even better. So to get him transformed up, let's go ahead and put that down. Let's close his mouth. We're just going to take the head up and rotate that around at the angle. Bring it down and just pop it right in there. And you see it's kind of forms the mane there. Bring the arms down. Actually, we should do the legs. We should really do the legs first, so we can stand them up. So rotate them at the waist. You want to take the flaps, bring them up, and just, they will fold flat. Oh, actually take his tail, fold it up, fold it over, and put it in like that. And then we just close that up there. Same thing with this side. And there you go. So we got everything compressed. Bring the legs down. As you can see, those joints are actually metal in there too, which is really great. Fold this up, fold that back so we can get the feet, and pull this down. Same thing with the other side. Open that up. Bring the arms up. And then over here, you just want to take this and fold it around. Take the paw, rotate it. And that's going to be his arm. Same thing, other side. That hand comes out of there. Fold it up, turn it around. And then last but not least, take the head. And if you can't get to the head, what you can do is just open this up, because you're going to use it for transformation later. Pop the head up and just, well, go past. Kind of get your thumb in there, and there's a middle point. There we go. Lock it into place, close it up, and there you are. There he is in his mecha mode. Are both these legs pulled down all the way? Yes, they are. There we go. And look at him. Just look at Gaogar. It looks so good. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Almost forgot that. Let's go ahead and focus on that face. I know it's a lot of white there, but yeah, maybe I turn my lights to a bit more amber than white. You can see the details on his face a little bit better. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So, yeah, look at that face. I mean, it's a really good. You got that nice G crystal right there in the middle. Head crest. Well, we've seen the lion head, but posability on this guy just so good. Hands will open up. Thumb will rotate. Double jointed elbows. Arms will go, this little vent here will go all the way around. Now this arm is really stiff on mine, but it will go around. You hear that nice clickety ratchet. Same thing on the side. Arms will go out all the way. The little flap gets out of the way. He does have waist articulation. That was from, you saw that during the transformation. The legs will go all the way out this far. Rotate forward and back, and the skirt will get out of the way. Got double jointed knees a bit, but it only goes about that far. See, I thought this leg could like turn around, but it can't. Because you actually get more joint that way than you do the other way. So, yeah. That's as far as you're going to go. But, I mean, at least you have that joint in his Gaogaigar mode. But you're going to lose quite a bit of articulation in this mode. Just saying. And you're not really going to use that much bend when he's in Gaogaigar, but I mean, it's there. And these will rotate at the ankle about yay far. It is hindered a bit by this piece here. And the toes will also move up and down. You actually got like 2 joints there and 1 up here. And the heel piece moves, but you want to, all the way back is the preferred place for that to be so that he stands solid. And let me tell you, he does stand very solid. So get this down. So accessories with this guy, you can change out his face for an alternate kind of screaming face, as you know he does. And you just pop. I've actually never taken off his faceplate because I honestly like the one that's on him, but you can't just pop the head off. And you got just a little steel ball joint there. And you just slide this one up into there, and there you go. He is now yelling. Now, I've never put this on when he puts the Gaogaigar helmet on, so I'm going to change it out and put this one back. There you go. Oh, see. Oh, that thing, it either goes past or too far in. There, I got it on the first try. Now, as far as hand options, he has quite a bit more in this form. But there's a reason, but you know, we'll get into that. He does have these open splayed hands. He's got a ball joint, and we're just going to pop one of them off so you can see that. Now, I think he comes with the fists on him, which fit just fine into those paws, but honest, come on. This is the one bad part about getting this on here. You got to kind of keep it straight. Okay, there you go. So he can now tell you to back off with his overly splayed hands. You do have some hands with a little less splay. And when I say that, I really mean just a little less splay, you know. Like comparing the two here. Yeah, this one that goes all the way out, and this one that's, you know, kind of meh, you know, meh, yeah, you know. So can change those out. He also has, actually no, these fists will not go on in lion mode because they are a bit bigger, just a little bit, but you can't fit them between the paws. So that's why I always leave just the regular hands on there, and this is going to be rough to do. It's easy to get them off. Getting them back on. Oh, well, prove me a liar. Also, to do his claw attack, you can just bring those forward. And, come on, get in there. Get in there. Don't argue with me. Get in there. So you can do that. You can get that tiger style. Or lion style. Lion style is probably a little more appropriate. I apologize for all the bad jokes tonight. I'm very happy. I'm in a good mood today. Feeling good. Did something good today. You know. It's a good day. So anyway, on to things that it can do when it is transformed. So adding all of the stealth machines on here. So also, with Liner Gao and Stealth Gao, you can do this. I don't remember when they did this in the show, but you can take Liner Gao and put it underneath, and you have these little tabs here. So these little tabs on the sides here. It looks like windows, but they're actually, well, little slots that you'll fit in the tabs here. And you'll push this in. And now Liner Gao is underneath Stealth Gao. And it's held in place pretty good. It's not going anywhere. But you lose stand functionality like this, and I mean, am I going to do that often? Probably not. Actually, I can guarantee I'm not going to do it at all. So, for this part, you're going to leave everything as is, and move this. Is this going to be moved out? I think I was actually supposed to bring these down, but anyway. So, for the Jet Gao thing, you're going to tilt his little engine modules, or whatever they are, up here. down, and then you can actually take this other stand piece, which is this one right here. You see it's got tabs here that are going to go into his back. Let me get it on there first, because it's just to provide stability, but you want to slip these in these two cavities. Hang on. Oops. So slip those in. And I guess I was supposed to do that beforehand. Let me try this. So, I'm looking at the instructions because it's an expensive toy. Don't want to break it. But it says these are supposed to go in here. Oh, I see the problem. These actually go out a little bit. This is what I was missing. So now this piece can fit between there and hold the Stealth Gao in place on his back. If it doesn't fall off, it fell off. Why you fall off? Okay, it looks like I didn't have it locked in all the way. So now, will you please? And now that's hooked into the back, and there you go. And it gets pretty heavy when this is on here. He will stand up on his own though. This is not assisted with the stand at all. So it's solid enough, but you want to make it rock solid. You're just going to put that in there. And there you go. It's not going anywhere now, but honestly, that stood up on its own. That other little piece helps to clip it into the back, but look at that. It's standing on its own, and that's got a pretty good amount of weight on it. So let's go ahead and get this thing off of here, because we are going to use another piece. Now the other thing he does is he puts the big old drill bits on his arms. There is no way for him to actually stand with these on his arms. They're just way too heavy. He can hold them down, but that's going to be it. So you're going to make sure that your claws are in like so. Slip his arm into them. You have this little divot right here, and that's going to clip in to this clip right here. So just kind of slip his arm in, slip him to grip. You got to tilt this down a little bit so you can get in there. Come on. And there you go. It's on there, but oh boy, it weighs quite a bit. Now here's the other trick, is like, I've done this a couple times, but it's getting it to stand up, and after you try to get, and I've got them reversed. I have them reversed. I can't continue. I have to put them on the right way. So put this on. Come on, come on. There we go. Went on like a champ there. And then just, come on. All right, there we go. Now he is ready to give you some drill knuckle. Look at that. And once again, he is standing on his own. Now, this is where things get hairy. Hang on. Okay, the elbow joint will not support these at all, but no, it's just too much weight. So we're going to go ahead and get these off of here now. Come on. Oh, I've screwed myself here. Hang on. There we go. So, all right. Now that we've done all the other combinations, it is time to make the King of Braves, the Gao Gallion. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is open these feet up all the way and bring that down. And as you can see, when I did that, it kind of Something moved here. Hang on. There we go. You've got a clip inside that's going to clip into that little divot that we saw on the front of the knee. That comes down. I love that, just how it flips open. Opening up the feet all the way. Bring these down and go ahead and collapse the legs. And we're just going to set him, oh wait a minute. We're going to first open up this piece right here. And we're actually going to move his hip joint down, like so. And then lock that back up into place. So you're just getting a little bit more of a range of motion bringing the hips down. Turn him at the waist. Start getting the arms out of the way. And we can open up these pieces because they're going to be the side skirts. So the larger divot is going to actually go in to a little tab right there that you release when you hit this button down. So we are all set. A leg goes on. I said a leg goes on. Make sure this is straight. Okay, there we go. It's locked in there. But I think this claw piece is just, there we go. It's supposed to go between the feet. The feet were in the way a bit. That's why I want to make sure they're open all the way. And then once again, bam, listen to that click. And already he feels so solid like this. These feet weigh a lot. So, moving on up here, we're going to take the arms. Are you singing the theme song in your head? Are you? Are you? Because I am. Fusion! All right, you want to untab those, bring them to the back, and just get ready to put those like so. I actually have a different method with those than the instructions say. Because, well, actually the instructions do say, you want to make these go to the back because we're going to add a piece back here. So as you can see, you have this cavity and there's a little switch inside there. So what you're going to do is take a liner gouge and you want to tilt his head up. You've got two tabs which you're going to lock into these two slots on liner gouge. But when you push it all the way through, it actually stops on its own. And what just happened there, hang on, let me go back. You see these two little pieces on his waist? They actually pop out when you go through to give him a little bit more width in his hips. And then you can bring the head down, and there you go. So already we're getting the arms going. You want to go ahead and take these up. There's a joint inside there, and a joint inside there. And take the bottom halves here, untab this, bring it all the way out of the way, and up inside of here are the arms, which you can kind of just work them out like so, and bring them down. So you just want to bring it up all the way, like that. Come on, get out of there. And they give you a spudger to do this, but you can do it without. If you just get them down far enough to get a nail up in there, and bam. Now those are down. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So the last step is to bring in Stealth Gao. We're going to move this out of the way. Now, you could do this almost accurate to the cartoon, but for the sake of doing this on camera, I'm not. So I'm going to bring this panel down, fold these in, and take the headpiece for Gaogaigar out, and take this and lay it flat on the inside. Now, you can actually put this on his body and have these pop up like they do in the cartoon, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that because it's just too hard to do on camera. If you want to see it done very well, please go watch Evangelist's video. It's very good. It's better than mine. Now, take these, open them up, and push them up into here and close that up. Same thing with the other side, close that up. We're going to keep these spread wide, and the next thing we want to do is take this piece. Now this piece we're going to put into the back of the main mecha, and it'll actually tab in. I believe I have it the right way. Let's see. I'm actually going to bring the arms out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. So back here, this is going to go, I think, here. Come on. Come on. Oh, I forgot to actually slide that forward. There we go. So now that's on there. Now, the instructions tell you that those claws should be that way, and then they tell you to actually put them this way. So they kind of change up. You just got to watch it. I don't know why they don't just tell you, hey, go ahead and put them back there for now. So we need to line this up, and these pieces here on the side need to hook around these die-cast bits here. The engine bits go there, so you just kind of push it on, and you got to get the arms to go inside that cavity. Let me bring these up and out of the way. I swear I'm going to get a better camera so you can get a wider view of things. So, come on. This part can be a little bit tricky to get both sides to go at the same time. There we go. So the engines fit back up into there. I want to bring these down and around the arms. And they're going to slide over on a little rail to bring them closer to the body. And we're going to bring the main pieces up, and there's a little tab and slot on the side. They're going to fit together. Give them that full main. We're going to take the hands. Now here's the one downside about these are the arms. Well, the hands, the forearms. I've just said like 3 things. You take the covers off and then they just go away. You don't use them for anything else. But what's cool is these fists actually twist out from their housing like they do in the cartoon. So you just put it in here. Like I'm going to try to get this on camera. But if you push it in, you maybe saw it twist a little bit there. So do you see it? Like you push it back in, they twist back in. It happens so fast that it can't really be appreciated. And the other side does the same thing. You want these little slots on the outside, I'll tell you why later, but take the cover off. I know on the cartoon they just kind of open and disappear, but yeah, then you put this on here and come on, get on there. And just, come on. This side always gives me a little bit of trouble. And I know I'm putting it on right. Oh wait, no, I'm putting it on backwards. It's this side goes to the back. Sorry. I don't think this is, back up. I don't need to have the expensive toy taking a gainer backwards. There it is. And yeah, I was just doing it wrong, which means this side is technically wrong as well. And you know, we strive for accuracy around here. So, last but not least of this review, you take the helmet, bring it down, place the back side in. It's on a little joint system here. You want to get that down. Make sure his head is facing forward, and then you bring this down. And this is really cool because, as you can see, it's just white eyes, but I want this to be captured in all of its glory. When you close the helmet around, if you look inside of there, as the eyes pop in, you can see a little G crystal appear. Like if I move it, you can actually see a little crystal appear in his head. There's a little, to fully appreciate this, there's just a little G crystal that's in there if you're looking from the other side. You put it down and there you go. So now we have, because I got to position him just the way you say it. When I told people I was picking this up, I had to like keep saying it the way that he says it on the show, but he is now Gao, Gai, Gar. And look at this wonderful, wonderful piece, guys. It is massive. It is huge. I need to get my tape measure to tell you how big this thing gets when it's like this. Hang on. But here he is, Gao Gallion, fully formed up. This guy is just magnificent. Now, you do have some restrictions on how far the head can go, just because it's still connected to that ball joint. But if you want, you can disconnect this. You can disconnect this from this tab, but the helmet gets very loose, and I don't like to do it. I'll take the limited articulation because this guy is just fantastic. I love the gold. I love the different colors on him, and he's just great. He's just great. So turn him around, you see liner Gao. Everything looks really good. You're still maintaining a lot of articulation. The shoulders, they can go all kinds of different ways, and you're going to need it to do Heaven and Hell, which I may have spoiled, but he should be able to do that just because of the nature of who it is. So starting from the bottom, you've got some very nice ankle pivot on these huge die-cast joints here. Ankle pivot going back and forth. Nice ratchet on there. On the back, you do have double jointed knees, but you're not going to go any far further because of Stealth Gao. You bring it up maybe that far. So, oh wait, you only have single jointed because that other joint's down in here. So that's as far as you're going to go. It's the same articulation you had when he was in his robot mode. Go out about that far. You can move the skirt pieces out of the way so you can get some decent spread. You can get a good Van Damme going forward. He does not have waist articulation just because of everything that's connected to his back. I mean, you can do it like that, but I wouldn't recommend it. The arms, you can pretty much do a 360 with liner Gao. But of course, you know, there's stuff that's going to be in the way, like his arms and Stealth Gao. But were not they in the way, you could get there. You could get there. And the arms, 90 degrees at the elbow. Now, the one good thing about this guy is he does actually come with a different set of hands. These hands are really good. You get all 4 fingers. You get a thumb. It's got a little bit of a joint there. But they seem a little small. Well, you can pop those right off. Come on. There we go. And you have these mitts here. Now, these hands are so awesome. You have articulated thumb joints here. It'll move out. There's a little ball joint right there. And it'll go around this way. The fingers, they have ball joints at the knuckle, at the base of the hand. Articulation here and here on every finger. You can get every rude gesture that you can think of. Oops. And they're just on ball joints. No need to panic. You see that ball joint? That ball joint is fixed there, but just pop it on there. And also the hands have this. I don't know what this is. I don't know why that feature is there. It just slides up and down. I've looked on the instructions on what that does, and I don't see it. I have no idea what that does or why it does it, but it does it. So anyway, you can pop those right on there. They pop on very easily. And you got some highly articulated hands here. Like, I love this guy. I mean, not transforming. He just stays like this on my shelf just because he looks really good. I think that piece might just be so you can get the hands a little bit more fisty. But yeah, I love this thing. It's so good. And we're not done yet, folks. We're not done yet. Now, like I said about these hands, you can pop them off. Well, first off, let's go ahead and pop this hand off because there is another accessory he comes with. And that is the dividing driver. And it just zooms in, and it's a nice chrome piece on the front, not die cast, fingerprint magnet. It actually has these 4 pistons here, and it will compress in a bit. You got some translucent plastic up here for that glowing feature. You got some vents there. And you have this tab and this gap here. So basically what you're going to do is take the arm off. Now I said I was putting this on wrong, but you have to put it on this way. And you're going to take the dividing driver and take that little locking tab there, put it inside here, and then just slide it up. And now it is on his arm, and it is long. Just the dividing driver itself, this thing measures in at about 11 inches long. So it's not a small piece. It's almost as big as Gaogaigar himself. But yeah, I'm just moving him back so you can see just how big that thing is. It is awesome. So we take that off. We're going to go ahead and take off his other hand because all Gaogaigars should do this. All of them should do this. But you want to take the arms, bring them back, stand them up. Actually, I want to get him in kind of a, like he just dashed forward kind of thing there. All right, move that in. So you want to take the pieces of the lion mane here and push those in. So now you can bring the arms forward while keeping them kind of up. You know what we're doing here. And you have this piece of clenched hands here that you're going to tab in. Oh, God, I did that. I pushed off the forearm. So you got to kind of finesse it, and doing this on camera is not going to be very easy, I'm sure. Don't pop off again. Don't pop off at me. Your toy's popping off at me. All right. And then back into this side. Come on, get in there. It's easier than it looks. All right. So now Gaogaigar is about to deliver some heaven and hell. Let's go ahead and just spread his feet out as much as we can. Well, not as much as we can, but every Gaogaigar has to be able to do this. It has to be able to do that heaven and hell pose. And I can actually bring these up further because I'm not satisfied. I'm not. I want these up all the way here, and that forearm piece came out again. It's a lot harder to get this on while it's connected to something. So there you go. Now, if you get Goldimar, he actually has a Zondercore he can hold on to. So that's pretty cool. So in ending this video, I would also like to say it stands at about 10 inches tall, just a little over 10 inches, maybe 10 1/4 inches with the Stealth Gao at his back. He's very wide with the Stealth Gao as well, almost a foot wide. So wider than he is tall. Is this a great piece? It absolutely is. This is a fantastic piece. If you're a fan of Gaogaigar and you have the DX version, and maybe you come across some extra money, treat yourself to this guy because he's that good. It's such a great figure. I love it. It was worth what I paid for it, and you will pay for this, mind you. The Soul of Chogokin stuff is not cheap, but I had a bonus, and I figured, hey, I'm gonna treat myself. Anyway, guys, that is it for my review. Final thoughts on this guy, perfect. 9 out of 10, definitely a great figure. Will buy again. Okay, maybe not, it's kind of expensive. So anyway, I'm Jason the X. Make sure you like this video, subscribe for other toy reviews, our show, our D&D games, all that stuff we do here on Super Cool Nerd Show. And as we say always around here, keep on nerding. I'll catch you next time.